Hey guys, happy TikTok Tuesday. So I'm a little early, so welcome. I'm excited and nervous about working with this new product. Nervous, not scared. Anxious. I'm wondering, what is it gonna do? I happen to like this piece, and I really like how the painted branches turned out. So to cover that was a question I struggled with for like 3 days. So, and then I decided, why not just cover it. Let me tell you that acrylic gel, it stood up really tall on this. I don't know if you can even see. So that was this heavy acrylic gel with the unicorn spit and also the pigment powders. I used both the resin pigment and the soap pigment, and it worked fine in both, so that was very cool. Oh, thank you so much, Basement Artist. Oh, cool. Well, I'm reading your guys' comments from my other page, this Kindred Spirit, but I will get back to you. If you followed me, I will follow you back, and I appreciate it. So welcome everybody. If you hear any music, that's my brother, Ed Williams. He writes and performs all of his own songs, and I just love him for it. Anyway, so here is the Unicorn Spit painting with the acrylic gel buildup and the branches on the side. Now I'm going to set this aside. This is a canvas. I'm going to set it aside for a second because I don't want to muck it up. But the ApoxieSculpt that I have been using previously is that, and it got rock hard. I did not put it in plastic before I put it back into the container, so now I know. And this one, I'm trying a brand new one. So it says that if it gets hard individually, that you can put it in the microwave to warm it back up and soften it so you don't have any waste. That's the key right there. But does it work as well as this? I don't know. This is ApoxieSculpt, this stuff. Okay, and I loved it. I love it. It works so, it's like totally rock hard. You can even put it outside, not the wood, you know, but the ApoxieSculpt. You sand it, drill it, paint it, or nothing. You can just put it on and leave it raw, and it's fine. So very cool product. This one says the same though, so we'll see. It is a heavy product. If you're used to working with a polymer clay, you're gonna think this is like cement because it's heavy. And that's the thing about putting it around the frame, the weight of it, the balance, and also, you know, what's it gonna look like on a wall? I don't want it like, and antlers or something. Hunter kill. Anyway, whatever. This is the inside, just in case you're curious. Little angel fairies. I did go a little crazy, but that's what I do. And I like it. All right, so here we are. Is it 11:45? Sherry, thank you, sis. Sherry is also a moderator, but also not working today. I just said nobody's working, nobody's moderating. Just you're on your own, people. All right, so first of all, I'm going to get my rings off. All right, here we go. It says, say no to sticky hands. After soaking your hands with water, it will not stick to your hands during operation. Okay, let's see. Wow. This was supposed to be natural colored like that, but it looks really, really black. So, but that's only one part, so that's okay. And the other part is this. Okay, there's part B. And I know you're supposed to have equal parts. And I've seen people doing this without gloves, but for the for the mixing and all that, I think gloves is a good idea anyway. I don't care. It's chemicals. And at that point, they're like meeting each other for the first time, and there's going to be a reaction. It's true. Just like your epoxy resin, right? Because it's epoxy. So just on the safe side, I don't know. For once. I took a header down the stairs last week. I'm fine. Pioneer stock. But man, was it a surprise. So weird to fall as an adult, isn't it? Won't be doing that much anymore. And the thing is, we still have one of those chairs that go, chair lifts that go up and down the stairway, because when my mama was here, so yeah, we still have that. I guess I could always use that. Worst comes to worst. Just gonna get a chunk out. Thanks, guys. Aw, Gleason TD. Thank you. My beautiful puppy. I'm gonna start small. And I'm just gonna stuff it back in like that. I don't know which lid that was, but... And I'm gonna put it in a little ball to compress it a little bit so I can see and compare sizes. I've got a piece of parchment paper down, but I don't know if it's a good idea or not with this clay, so I mean, hey. I'm learning. I feel like mad science today, and I dig it. It's one of those things you just want to do, you know? Just want to try it. Even if it ruins the painting. Whatever. Let's see how good this one is. I have to remember white always looks bigger than black. Alright. That looks good. I don't know how many branches I'm going to make with that. I just want to see. Just want to try it. Man, the other night I laid in bed. I could not get to sleep. I kept forming those branches every which way. I had a nest with little eggs. I had that at the bottom and then a little cover at the top in my mind. Anyway, it just says motion together and start blending. And, oh, okay, it does say you use tools or wear disposable gloves to take the one part A and part B to mix it. So yeah, well, there we go. Good thing I did. Keep kneading until it's all mixed and you don't see any other colors. It's all uniform color. Anyway, welcome. Just playing in epoxy clay. This is a new brand to me. It's Easy Ace. So I'm trying it out, and it comes looking like this. I got the smallest one because it's hard to go through these products if you don't do a lot of sculpting. And I just like the Tree of Life or Homsa Hand or one little thing most of the time on some of my art. So it's hard to get through. So I found that because it said you could warm it back up again and it would soften back up. Ooh, this color is much better. I like it. It also says that you could add a little dry pigment. So if you got the white and you wanted to add your colored pigments, you could make a fairy tree out of it. Put jewels and crystals in it. Slap that on a canvas, and you've got a beautiful piece of art. It's stuck on repeat? Oh, it's fixed. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you. Man. So then I thought armature. You know, the thing that strengthens it, because I thought maybe if I put some little twigs, I could leave a little twig out like that, sticking out here and there, and it could be like a little necklace holder or ring holder in someone's little get ready area. I don't know. But I know if you leave a piece sticking out, you need an armature. And so I have the wire hanging wire This is the real heavy. I also have the super tiny wire. That's hanging wire. And then I thought about this because they're easy to shape, these little, but they don't hold the shape. So for armature, I'm not sure. And for the strength. So we'll see. All right, this looks pretty mixed up, and you're supposed to just let it sit there for a second so you can start working with it without it being too tacky. But really what I'm thinking in my head, where else? Heart, is to make those long strings, worms or whatever with this, and then just kind of, you know, lay it down on it in an evenish way so the weight, that's my main concern, is the weight distribution. So when I have a hanger on the back, it doesn't keep doing this. I have had that problem before, and that's why I know. So failures are a good thing. Not at the time, but later. We know this. I had a failure yesterday. I do all the time. But I'm learning to accept that it's part of life. At 64. Woo! It's hard to accept. All right. But you know, that's what friends are for. Iron sharpens iron. It's a scripture. I love it. It's when maybe it's not what you want to hear, but the person loves you enough that they're going to tell you anyway. That's that sharpening, you know? But they have to do it in the right way. All right, so this is pretty workable, I think, right now. I'm still leaving my gloves on for a little bit just because. All right, life lessons and art, right? That's just true. You know, the other day I was thinking about being a Christian. I guess the main thing is, if you've never looked into that, I would ask you just to look into that. If your life right now is kind of like flat, boring, check out that. I'm telling you, it is wild. Read Revelation for a little while. Get back to me. Tell me what you think. There's love letters and angels and demons and reason for life in that whole book. It's just a wild, wild trip. I just wanted to say that. It's beautiful. And I'm still getting to know them. I don't know anything really when you look at it. The more I read, the more I realize I don't know much. But it's helped me a lot. It's given me more purpose. And I understand people better, I think, now. And give them more grace. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just coming from the whole, you know, struggle with the alcoholism and things like that, thank God he was there. And thank God people prayed for me. And that the scripture is true, that he reaches down and he pulled me up out of a miry mud pit and set my feet back up on the rock, on solid ground. And I am forever grateful for that. Well, I have worms, worms, worms. That sounds bad. This will not be in the main thing when I edit it. But you know what I'm talking about. All different sizes. So here we go. I figured I'll just form them on it. I don't know. It's supposed to stick really well to everything, just about everything. This one's pretty thick. I see it does break. It doesn't, you know, stay together real plasticky. So like when I was holding it, it went like that, broke. I like the color. I don't know how invasive I want it, you know what I mean? So I'm not like pressing it down, but you have to look at this, y'all, with your mind's eye, okay? Right there. Just gotta get the idea, right? All right, let's pull this down off of it a little bit. I want to crowd it. I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna take this and just smush it in and get a point of contact. There we go. So there's my main point of contact for this branch. And I'm just gonna press it. I mean, it doesn't have to be a branch. It could be vines. It could be anything, right? I kind of like the way it kind of looks like it might turn into this painted branch if I let it go that direction. Maybe. All right. All right, that's one, whatever. Oh, I just laid that in there. All right, so let me show you where it's at so far. You get the idea of where we're going with those branches, right? Got these rubber tip things. Rubber pins is what Amazon called them. And I'm going to get it wet. I cut this off. Now I can go back and paint over it again and keep blending it in to that canvas. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hopefully you'll... I know, I talk in a horrible way. My communication skills. Please speak melody. Okay, so what I've got is on the painting itself, there is a little leaf thing. And then I've got the branch going up into the leaf thing, right? So I'm trying to make it blend into it, make it look like that is part of it. It just disappears into it. And I think I'll be able to do that with some paste and unicorn spit after this dries. That's what I think. We shall see. All right, so I don't want it looking like a worm. I really need metal tools or something. I can't find my little whisk, so I'm just going to score it with water. And just give myself some grooves. Make it look more wood-like. Bark, whatever. I'm gonna push this down onto it. I don't want it falling off. Cool. So it does work so far, at least on the canvas. It's not lifting or anything. I really need a little comb. I'm going to start it right there. Press that in real hard. It's one branch. kind of hard to press it because I'm grabbing the other side that I just put down. I don't want to smash it. And you know, you can make your own flowers. It doesn't have to, this is what I do. You do you. It doesn't have to be an actual flower somebody can name. You can make it any way you want, any color. Flower-like. Just press this down. Make sure it's attached. Ooh, I just smashed that. All right, I don't think I have to do the entire frame. Just the idea, right? I do want it balanced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it right in the center. And it seems to be hanging balanced. And I know that's not pretty yet. I don't want this one showing. A little bit more. This is where the unbalancing shall come in. All right, I'm gonna make this one big. Yep. Get that scoring at the same time, I think. Take a piece of that and just bring it over onto the front of the canvas would be fun. Water. All right, so just little lines trying to make it look like it's a continuation of the same one. That's what I'm thinking it might work. And you really have to wonder, is anyone really going to look at this frame like we do? Have you ever noticed as an artist, like some of the parts that you don't like are the ones that people like the most on your own work? It's very strange. I love that about art. I kind of want it balanced in my brain, you know? Aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. That's all. I'm going to dampen this little rubber pen. Just kind of push this branch in. I also make it look like that is right there. I love nature because it's never even, you know. It makes it a little easier, I think, to paint things in nature, under the water, sea life. Just do it any way you want. Okay, so what I'm finding is if I take this little rubber pen, this crease, and just lay it over my little line, it's a cool look for this. Almost looks vine-like. This is not attached down here real well. I like that little curl. It's magical. So I want to leave that. But it's really not sticking onto that canvas, so I'm going to add a little bit of water underneath. There we go. Just a little. nod to fairyland. Aw. Let's make a little branch or something here. Just, I don't know, so it's not so even. I need to pull it away from it maybe. Make it be a little separate entity. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Never know who's going to show up, but it's always nice. I like just creating things and letting it keep changing over and over again, you know? But you run the risk of ruining it. Everything gets muddy or whatever. Still, it's worth it. So when I advertised this live, I put inspirational because I didn't want to offend anybody. And I'm not kidding, you know, because talking about God, Christianity, whatever. But at the same time, I'm so grateful when I go by lives and things and I get a refreshing of the spirit as well, and just kind of a, you know, a reminder, hey, go check out, see what the Word has for you today, because it's a beautiful gift every morning. Instruction and purpose and reason. All right, so, hey, this is really not scored at all down here, and I'm afraid I'm going to let it dry like that. All right, now let's see if it's balanced, because it may not be for sure. All right, so here is the center. It's balanced. I'm shocked. It doesn't really look like branches yet. So I'm going to get off of here and keep just detailing the fire out of this until it looks like closer to branches. But thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. This is the almost finished. It's been a while working on it, but it's been fun. Thank you. Have a beautiful afternoon and rest of the week. Love you. Bye.